imagine me asking for like help, and everybody says you need to learn how to ask for help. And I'm like, hey, come and chat with me about how I was so fucked up. And it's such a topic that, we can't. Okay. Imagine. Everybody lived it the first time. I can't do it again. Derealization is the next one on the list for symptoms of complex PTSD. So, derealization in a psychological context refers to the feeling of being detached from one's surroundings. Different than being detached from oneself, okay? In a sense, it's the world people, it says even oneself feels dreamlike, unreal, or distant. But really, the derealization is taking your world and making it not real. So it's a little bit different than what I was talking about earlier, where I was disassociated, because this feeling is often associated with disassociation. But in disassociation, it's like literally a detachment between your bodies, your thoughts, and your sense of self. Okay? But derealization involves being separate from the external environment. All right? As if you're looking through the world through a fog or a veil. Remember I called it trauma fog a lot?
Yeah.
So, okay. The unreality of derealization is where people may perceive their surroundings as strange, distorted, or lacking a sense of reality. Then you couple the disassociation with it, and it can be triggered by stress, trauma, or other mental health conditions like depersonalization, derealization disorder, which you can develop from untreated trauma and PTSD. Distorted perceptions. People with derealization might experience distortions in their perception of time, space, and distance. Okay, on that one, this is why one of the things that led me to think that maybe I was the problem. Because maybe what I was actually reading into was due to my other trauma and not the experience I was encountering right there in that moment. So that's what would really make me really crazy in regards to he who should not be named, because I would turn around and I would think, but I am kind of crazy. I went to a psych ward. Maybe I'm just viewing things warped up because I'm fucked up. When in all reality, now looking back, I realized that my body and my brain was attempting in its best, like to do its best to be like, hey, bitch, there's red flags on this play. You're not seeing them. I'm going to stab you with their picks. Like that is what it really felt like. But it says here, it is crucial to distinguish derealization from delusions. And I felt I was being delusional. I felt there's no way that that's what his behavior really is. There's no way I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one. I'm the crazy one. So every time I would get gaslit, every time I would be lied to, every time I would get played, every time, I'd be love bombed, every time you'd go through all of those cycles of that behavior without even putting the fucking, I don't want to sit here and be like, he's absolutely a narcissist because I'm not a psychological professional. But all I know is that those behaviors, okay, those were the behaviors I was experiencing in that moment with the one last person closest to me while I was struggling with all this other stuff. And so I really believed that the reason why there was a problem and what was going on was my disconnection and my fucking derealization of like what was going on. So in derealization, people usually recognize that their feelings are not normal, even if they feel they are distressing. So see what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this isn't normal for me to be reacting this way. All the meanwhile, not realizing that the behaviors I was encountering were on an emotionally abusive level that was just further fucking with my already present mental illness, if that makes sense. So that's why you guys would listen to me for like 17 hours in Discord, turn around and be like, well, what if it's this? What if it's this? What? And I would literally like logically try to go down a checklist and be like, but he wouldn't do this to me because he knows that this would bother me. Hello. I'd literally turn around and be like, here, I'm going to have a healthy moment and I'm going to tell you exactly what I need from you in order to not act like a psycho. And then he'd turn around and be like, what's that? So I can act that way to make you a psycho? Fair game. So no wonder I felt fucking crazy.